Welcome to the Liminal Open Codex. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Liminal Codex. This is Anna, and we are going to be taking a look just briefly at what it is that needs to come through for the collective, whoever is resonating with this message. I just saw Deluge want to show its face. Okay, let's see here. Guys, do keep in mind that all of the what you need to know messages are in fact timeless. They can resonate with any area of your life. This may currently be happening or have already happened because we are all on different timelines. It is for you to let me know how this manifests. Dreams and multiverse. Ooh, very interesting. So I'm getting someone who may actually have the ability to lucid dream, or may be able to have out of body experiences, or be able to astral travel. Multiverse and dreams. Ooh, very interesting. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look. I also want to go ahead and grab a card of the Dark Goddesses, because we'll see how this is maybe impacting your Dark Feminine, okay? Do keep in mind that these are, again, general readings. If you would like a more in-depth personal reading with yours truly, you can always book one in the description box down below, and any of the decks that you see, with the exception of the Oracle decks, are available through Etsy. All right, guys? Okay, so we have Santa Muerte. Yeah. Okay. So Santa Muerte, very, very popular in Bruja magic. Is not to say that you cannot. Most people have not. A lot of people do know of her. Some do not. Let's go ahead and read about Santa Muerte. Santa Muerte is Mexican folk saint whose name translates to Saint Death or Holy Death. She is a personification of death who is associated with protection and healing. She is both loved and feared, and she can be called upon for matters of life and death. She is also a psychopomp, guiding her devoted followers to their final resting places. Santa Muerte usually appears as a skeleton draped in long robes and holding a scythe and globe, depicting condemnation by the Catholic Church, or despite condemnation by the Catholic Church, her following and popularity continued to grow. This is one of the, if you notice the face, it may look a little similar if you have been exposed to or know of the Dia de los Muertos, the Day of the Dead, right? Very, very widely celebrated here as well. Okay, the meaning: death has arrived, but do not fear. Santa Muerte is here to guide you through this safely. This is an aspect of your life that you must realize that is no longer serving you. We're seeing a lot of this, okay? Shedding of the old skin. And for those of you who have not already done this, this is just reinforcing the fact that, yeah, maybe somewhere you're on a different timeline here with multiverse dreams. You may be having dreams that are very, very nostalgic, okay, I want to say, of things that maybe had taken place that, looking back, I don't know why I'm feeling the Nine of Swords with this. Like, you may be afraid to sleep. You don't want to go to sleep because it means facing that something has fallen away, something has ceased to exist, something has changed. All right. You've arrived at the end of this particular journey, but new ones await you. Letting go of the past is difficult, but necessary for growth. Resistance will only lead to pain. That which you resist persists. Okay, someone very wise once told me this, and I'm sure it's probably from a quote somewhere, but I haven't looked it up. That which you resist persists. Yeah. Focus your energy on letting go of what is no longer serving you, and instead visualize the new possibilities in your future. So, if you would like to work with Santa Muerte, I would suggest doing your research on her and the traditions that are surrounding her. Okay? This can aid you in transmuting energy as well. Okay, she can be called on for favors, much like any dark goddess. But this being in your shadow, again, she's not one of the dark goddesses that is in the book that I have here, but it is about taking a look. How is this manifesting in your shadow? Are you afraid of change? Are you afraid of things ending and having to have new beginnings? Do you constantly dream about a multiverse, a time or a place where this was not the case and you were still in a situation after it has ended? This is giving me almost a sense of limerence, like I wish that I could go back to the past. Okay. Then I'm hearing back to the future. Okay, weird. Could be of significance for someone. What needs to come through, please, ladies? The Nine of Cups. Personal wish fulfillment. Okay. What else, please? What else, please? The Nine of Cups. What an appropriate deck, by the way. The Bone and Bloom deck, which is all skeletal memento mori type of deck. The Fool. What is it that you can start today that is going to make you bring in personal wish fulfillment? All right, even if it is something small, what actionable steps can you take to creating this new adventure for yourself? The Fool is Aries and Aquarius. The Ten of Wands. Even if it's heavy, even if it's hard, even if this is something that you are resisting because of the fact that you may have to leave something behind, you may have to drop something, you may have to let something go. Okay, why the Nine of Cups and the Fool? We have the Page of Swords. It's about learning more about what makes you happy. Okay, if I do go ahead and start a new adventure, is it going to be something that I find fulfilling? Oh, wow. All right. Why the Fool and the Ten of Wands? Why is this because you want it to be, okay, beware of perfection, I want to say. If you have recently had something end in your life, you may be saying with the Star here, it has to be healing. It has to be ultimate wish fulfillment. It has to be, you have two cards of wish fulfillment here, personal wish fulfillment and the Star, ultimate wish fulfillment or guiding light. This could be you seeking a guiding light, a way forward, something to follow. Maybe this is coming in your dreams. Maybe you are seeking guidance from your ancestors, with Santa Muerte being here and deeply tied to Dia de los Muertos, where we commune with our ancestors, all right? You may be asking, it's so interesting, I have my grandfather's lighter that my mother brought over, and then I have, of course, the crystal over here to my right that is linked with one that is at the family cemetery. So I am constantly surrounded by my ancestors. You may be saying, guide me, tell me which way to go, because I do not know. And the very fact of not knowing may be what is burdening you here with the Ten of Wands. Why the Page of Swords and the Star? This is like, what do I need to know about this personal wish fulfillment? What do I need to know about this? The Queen of Wands. What is it that you have been nurturing? Or is this going to require you to say, I choose my own path regardless of what anyone else says? There is death underneath the bottom of the deck. Scorpionic energy. I mean, we can just, death, Santa Muerte, death underneath the bottom of the deck. The Six of Swords, whatever this is that has ended, is allowing you to transform this into forward movement. The Six of Swords, which is getting you out of that Five of Swords, a conflicted a conflicted mind space. And the Seven of Pentacles, you can begin to plant in a different field. Moving forward, I feel like focusing on the positives here is going to be vitally important. There are endings that promote new beginnings. The Seven of Swords, yeah. I feel like this was, if the Seven of Swords is 7-7, by the way, here with the Seven of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords, if this was something that Okay, I'm getting two messages. You did this to yourself, okay? And this is victim blaming. And what's interesting is that I had the Eight of Swords, which can be victim mentality. Try not to stay in that. You did not do this to yourself. This ended because it ended, because you were meant to move on. Whenever a cycle is complete, and I get this sense of limerence. If I could just go back, if I could just, I dream about things being different. In another life, I would be your girl. Yeah, in another life, in another time and place. But I feel like that's wishful thinking. Don't sabotage whatever it is that you have the ability to grow here with the Seven of Pentacles. Take stock of what it is that did not work and focus on growing the things that are working. Don't try and invest your time, effort, and energy into something that you know, the Seven of Swords, self-sabotage, is trickery, theft, deception. It's deceptive. It's alluring, but it ultimately would not end up being something that would move you forward. It would end up being something that caused another restart or a reset. A reset. Okay. Death. There's definitely an ending here that either needs to occur, a transformation that needs to occur. There is something that needs to be let go of here. And it is, once I feel like you do this, you're able to focus on what truly makes you happy. The Nine of Cups, the Star, and take action on it with the Fool and the Ten of Wands. You may be able to drop this burden once and for all, or maybe this is you saying, this new path, this ultimate wish fulfillment, the Star, is worth me taking active action on. The Queen of Wands here is about nurturing the passion and the drive. The King of Wands is taking the action and putting it into that driven attitude, okay? The Queen of Wands is about nurturing it and saying, I know that I have the capability to do this. You're stopping yourself just short. And for those of you who are waiting for someone to come back or return to your life, I feel like this is a message for you to move forward, the Six of Swords. Because if you have been staying in that Five of Swords energy, Seven of Swords, it's almost like you've been playing mind games with yourself. Change is inevitable, all right? We all go through periods, seasons of change. Even in the Bible, it says there is a season for this, a season for that, a season for growing, a season for dying, a season for weeping. Seasons and changes are God dang. Okay. Are absolutely needed, necessary, and cannot be stopped. They're part of the natural order of life and on this earth. You may see that this comes to fruition during the lunar eclipse. You may have even experienced this during the full moon in Leo. I'm just going to stop talking and just read the cards. Okay, moon water. I mean, seriously, moon water. And I have a ton underneath the desk here. Moon water. Capture lunar energy. Use it to enhance your spells and rituals. You can also use this as purification or cleansing. Dream tonic. Connect with your dreams. Let them guide your journey. Maybe this is you with, I'm putting it right over dreams here. Maybe this is you in your dreams. You're in another place. Okay? What is stopping you from making that happen? Is it the fear of ending something? Is it the fear of taking on a new journey and it being a bit burdensome? Change is always difficult. Well, not always. Not always. I have to recant my statement on that. Change is not always difficult. It comes with its own unique set of challenges depending on what that change is. But navigable it is. And sometimes it is relieving. It's relief that comes from these changes. As far as the signs are concerned, we have Death, Scorpionic energy, Aries and Aquarius here in the Fool, Aries or Aquarius energy here in the Star as well. Okay, it feels like during this lunar eclipse coming up, or solar eclipse, sorry, in Aquarius may be of great significance. If your Pluto is Aquarian, check and see in your natal chart. Okay, for some of you, dreams are going to really, really, you'll know this reading is for you if dreams is and death, because we have duplicate cards here, which is like the universe really saying, did you not hear me the first time? Okay, I'll repeat myself. Some of you are dreaming of something more. It may not actually be when you fall asleep, but it may be something that you are with that Nine of Swords. I got the vision of you're stressing about, and it may be because it leads to great change here. The ending of something so that you can move on to something much better. There's going to be a transition process, but as always, navigate it with grace. Be thankful for have an attitude of gratitude for what it is that you have already experienced and the lessons that you have already learned, but don't carry that energy with you. Leave it in the past where it belongs. Okay, guys, that is what I have for you. Very, very interesting read. This is meant to resonate for maybe one person out there, but it is a message that still needs to come through. All right, guys, that's what I have for you. Again, thank you for supporting the channel in every way that you have. The likes, the subscribes, and the hypes, if you have them available. They go a long way in helping this channel stay a part of my weekly routine. All right, without it, you guys have seen me take breaks and focus on other things. Like I said, I have podcasts that I'll be doing. I have a book launch that is coming up. I continue to create tarot decks if you're interested in any of those. Personal clients as well. If you want a personal reading with me, go to sacredlightdivine.com. Follow the link in the description box below or pinned up there at the top of the description. Okay, guys, that is what I have for you. Take care, and I will see you guys again here soon.